Hello, this is the video recording for the VBA project. In this project, the project will bring up a data entry form that the user would enter in the music preferences of the MBD 21 to 22 class. We wanted records to be added to the music records worksheet, which will be our general database with our entries. As different genres are selected from the user form, those records will also be appended to the corresponding worksheet. If no worksheet for genre has been created yet, a worksheet will be created when the user submits the data in the form. If there are entries that are mistyped, the user can also delete rows from a list box within the user form. So now let's go to the user form itself. As you can see, now we have the music records worksheet, pop, rock, and rap. So here we have 3 entries in the music records worksheet, 1 in rap, 1 in rock, and 1 in pop. So now I'm opening the user form. So now let's type in one other entry. So I'm going to give it a new genre, which is other. And I'm going to add this record. And as you can see, I'm going to exit the user form. As you can see, an other worksheet is created, filling the first and only row. And when we go to the music records worksheet, a 4th row is created. So now we will go to the VBA code for this, and we'll explain the code. So the first part of the code is to create a new worksheet and also to check if a worksheet was already existing. And so we define WB as workbook. When WB is called, then the worksheet will be activated. Define I as integer, define exist as boolean, and define str name as string. So for this if statement, it checks to see if the sheet name already exists. And define WKS as worksheet. If the sheet name does not exist, then the new worksheet will be created with the string name. And that's what happened with our Fernando Delgado with the other worksheet that we just created just now as a music type. And then we use the worksheet.add function to create the new worksheet and set the worksheet name to a selected value, then selects the worksheet to be active. And we also set WKS equals to this workbook.sheet, and by WKS.select, we set the selected value in combo box as active worksheet. And here in this part, we use the range property to add our entry form data to a specific range within our worksheet. And in this case, it's the entire worksheet. So all of these would be for us to add data row by row from our user form. And this entire information is again copied here in order for us to complete that process to add data from the user form row by row, which offset 1, 0 will add data to the next row, and XL up is used to determine the last row, and the data will be added to the following row. And here, this will add the headers to the worksheet if they aren't already there, and this will add the records to the worksheet. So here we have a button, as you could see earlier in our user form, to clear the music record. And here, as you saw earlier, we had a button to delete a chosen row. We use a select method here to select which rows we want to delete from the data. And we use a delete method to delete a row from the data in case we typed the information wrong. And this part of the code is to ask if you want to exit the user form with the message box VB yes, VB no, is when we click to exit the user form, and the message box will then pop up. And this part of the code is for the reset button. So we have a text box and a combo box for both of the information. Inside these two options, values can be reset. And then this part of the code is to add the predetermined headers. These are all columns: reference number, first name, last name, favorite artist, genre, and streaming type. And this will determine where the headers go. And the following part of the code is so that there is no missing information for the user form itself, because we had two combo boxes and several text boxes. So we want to avoid the situation where someone just forgot to type in the values for one of the text box or one of the combo box. So by these codes, if that situation happens, then a message box will appear and basically reminding you to type in and fill in values, to do not forget information when you type in the user form. And same thing here. This is for the combo box, and this information is a bit more important than for the other, for example, text boxes, because if the combo box is left blank, then that will, because this combo box is directing to the genre, that means a new worksheet will be created, like what we saw just now. The genre type for Fernando Delgado was other, so that's when an other worksheet was created. And if we left the genre combo box blank, then a blank worksheet will be created. So we want to avoid that. That's why this message box, to remind people to not leave this genre combo box blank, is important. And here again, it's for the other combo box to not leave a blank. And this part of the code is to populate the two combo box with rock, pop, rap, and other as music type, and Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Apple Music as the streaming platform. And here we will go back to the user form and you can see it again. Going to stop sharing. That's the end of the presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.